Hello, it's Patrick from XPression again, and I want to show you how we can use the MOS Media Object Server workflow for XPression News within the Newsroom system. What we're looking at here is Ross Video's Inception News, which is a web server-based news production system, and I've got a rundown here called 5 p.m. And in the 5 p.m. rundown, I have a story called Weather Alert. I'm going to double-click it to open it, and you'll see the story pane opens up, and I've got some copy in there that the anchor is going to read on camera, and I want to put some graphics in here to supplement it. So I'm going to come up to the main toolbar of Inception and find the MOS plugins icon, and from the MOS plugins, I'm going to choose Ross XPression. Now that opens up the XPression News panel. What you're going to see in the XPression News panel, I've got on the left side, I've got a column of thumbnails, and I want to add a lower third, so I'm going to find my lower third template. I'm going to double click it, and that opens it up inside of the XPression News plugin. And this particular template is built to hold 3 lines of information. So I'm going to take the top line and fill it in with weather advisory, actually weather alert. Let's do that again. And the second line will be winter weather advisory. The bottom is storm coming. And you can see that I've got my graphic there. And something very interesting, I can come over here to the plugin. You can see I have a playback indicator. I'm going to move it all the way to the left, and then I'm going to click the play button, and you'll see that graphic animate in. Now, it looks perfect. It's exactly what I want. So, I need to put it into my story. How am I going to do that? There's a couple ways. I'm going to take my mouse for this way. I'm going to put my cursor on top of the thumbnail and left click and hold the left mouse button down. Drag that over to my story, and once I get it to my story, I'm going to let go of the left mouse button, and now that graphic has been added to my story. Now, I'm going to come back. I need to add another graphic into the story, and I've got the lower third super there, but now the next thing I want to add to it is an over-the-shoulder graphic, or OTS. I'm going to come over here and use the filter button, or the filter field, and I'm going to enter an OTS to find from my collection of templates one for the OTS, and I've got one here on the OTS right. I'm going to double click on it, and it opens up, and you can see I've got a picture of President Barack Obama. Probably not the most appropriate thing for my newscast, so I need to find another image. So what I'm going to do is access the Ross Video Streamline Media Asset Management Server that my facility has. On the bottom of the XPression News plugin, there's a button labeled Open Mem. If I click and hold on it, a list shows up, and I've got a Streamline server, so I'm going to click on that and then let go of my left mouse button, and you'll see a web browser will open up, and what I see are the available assets within my system. And I've got a lot of assets in here. I could look at them a couple different ways, and I'm looking for one in particular which relates to a story about snowstorms. So I'm just going to type in the word snow in the quick search field, and look at that, I found one. So I want to add that to my graphic. It's really this simple. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to drag it into my XPression template and let go of it, and look at that. I now have that snow graphic inside of my OTS, and I want to put my text on here. I'm just going to put in snowstorm, and my text is updated, and again I can rewind that. I want to see how that animates in, and perfect. So now I showed you how to drag the graphic into the story. I also have the opportunity, if I want, to just click the button Add to Story, and you'll see if I click that, as I click it, we're going to look over at the story in the story panel, and you'll see when I click it, that graphic now gets added right into my story. Now, if it happened to be in the wrong order, I just drag them and put them in the right position. I can swap them around. And again, when I click Add to Story, it adds it to the bottom of the list of MOS graphics that are in my story. So now I've got that. I'm going to save my story, and I'm going to publish it. Now, I want to show you how all this is going to work in the newsroom, because it's kind of interesting. I'm going to reduce the size of my newsroom panel, and I'm going to get rid of my asset management browser for a second. And I want you to notice that in my rundown, I have a few stories in here, and I've got the top one, which is the open, and the next one is weather alert. I'm going to come up and look at this top panel here, which is my playback control, which is called remote sequencer, which controls multiple XPression playback engines. Now, you'll notice again up here, the top story is called Open, the next one's called Weather Alert. If I come back to my newsroom system, and let's say I'm acting as the producer and I need to reorder the stories because maybe my live shot's not ready, or I've decided I want them in different order, I'm going to click on the weather alert story, and I'm going to click and I'm going to drag it and make that be the first story in my list. And you notice the same thing happens up in my playout controller. See how quick that happened? Let's put that weather alert story back in, and you see that it changed. Now, that part's cool enough, but let's just say that I built my graphics for my morning show, or my evening show. Right now I'm in evening, and the morning show wants to repurpose it. Well, on the remote sequencer, I have the opportunity to change them in what we call reskinning. So right now they're built in the evening look, but if they built my templates correctly, if I choose morning and click OK, you notice now my templates are in that yellow look.